Hi guys, in today's video we'll be making a beautiful turban cap. So guys, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Now I'll be using this beautiful fabric for it, so you can use any design of your choice. This has a sequence design on it, okay? And I'm using these trimmings, gold trimmings. You can use any matching trimmings of your choice, and a figure 8 design. This figure 8 design, and this is your baby for the lining, and as well boning. This is flexible or sewable boning. Okay, so now I've already cut out the base of the cap. This is the base. For the length, I'm using, because it's very stretchy, this is very stretchy fabric. Okay, this is 23 and a half. You can call it 24. This 24, this 24 inches. You can see this 24 inches for the base of the cap. Now it has 3 layers. For the layers here, I have one, the longest, which is 20 inches. The next one is 16 inches. So I reduce each of them by 4 inches. So I have here 20, 16 and 12 inches. This will be the layers. This is the 3 layers for the design. Now I have my band as well. This is a V-shaped band. Okay, for the band I want the band to be small. I don't want it to be too big. Okay, don't want it to be too big. So I cut 13 inches by 2 3/4. This is 2 3/4. Okay. For the width of the cap, you can cut 12 inches, you can cut 14, depending on how full you want it to be. Okay. If you don't want it to be too big, you can as well reduce it. You can just make it 12 inches. 12 inches is okay. Okay. 12 inches will be fine as well. So if you want it to be a straight band, you can as well, just because I want it to be full, I don't want it to be smaller. In our previous video, I've been showing you how to. If you have not watched the previous video, all the links will be put on the description box. This is 16 inches. So if you don't want it to be painted, you can reduce it by 12 inches. But if you want it to be painted, just go ahead and paint. You paint it very tiny. Okay, depending on how you want it. Or if you want it plain like this, just cut 12 inches. For this, I'm having 16 and a half inches. For this particular design, I want it to be painted. I'll be painting it. Okay, for a normal way of painting, I can just paint maybe like 5 lines just at the tip here. Just I'm holding it by 1.5 each. It's not a full painting. You can just stop anywhere half of the, or you can just make 1 2 3 4 planes depending on how you want it. Okay, this is for the cap. So we'll go ahead and paint it. So now I'll go to my sewing machine and paint. Is after painting I'll cut the lining. I'm not going to cut the lining together because I will use it. If you want it the same, you can go ahead and cut it the same thing, but I don't want it the same length. You can see I reduced it. So after painting it, then I'll cut the lining which I will attach on it. Okay, so the next thing I will do, for these 3 layers, I will close it up, each of them. I'll close them up. I'll close it up each. Then I'll as well join our band, the band as well. I'll place it like so. Okay, then close it up before I attach it to the main base of the cap. So guys, I've printed on the main cap. I did 4 lines only. You can see, as I said, I printed it 4 lines. You can see. Then I went ahead to close up the 3 layers. So I'll go ahead and turn it to the right side. So I've turned 3 of them to the right side. Then this the band, I've joined it. So the next thing I'll do is to cut out the lining for this. Now because of the pleats, you can see the length has reduced. So I'll go ahead and cut out exactly what I have here as the lining. Then what I will do next is to pleat these 4 lines here. So how I will place it, I'll place it this way. I'll place the middle, just notch the middle of the band, then notch the middle of the cap as well. Okay, so how I will do it, I will place the turban this way. I'll as well notch the center of this. So I'll place it this way. The right side will face each other. You can see the centers should match. Then I'll go ahead and close each of them. Make sure everything is aligned. Okay, the band, the lining, and the main base of the cap. I'll close it this way. Okay, then as well close the 2 sides, leaving this edge open, leaving this down part open. I'll go now and do that. So the next thing is to insert my crinoline. I'm using 3 inches crinoline. You can use any length of your, any size. You can use 2 inches. You can, depending on how bold you want it to be. Okay, then I'll fold it into 2. Make sure the seam line is facing up. Make sure the seam line is at the middle. Okay, I see. So the next thing I'll do is to close up each of them like so at the middle. Make sure the seam line is at the front while closing it. Okay, the seam line should be at the front, while the right side will be at the back here. So I'll close each of them. Okay, I'll close it, after which I will show you the next thing. Now after joining, I've already joined the lining and the band. You can see, before I close it up, I'll go ahead and paint these 4 lines that I've made on the base of the cap. Now I'll start from this. Make sure it's being folded into 2 equal parts. So at the middle, that is the center of the cap, that's where I'm painting the on only these 4 lines. I'll just pick the tip like so. And you can see, then I'll run it again. To make it balance, I'll run it 3. Have the center line one side this side and one side the other. Then I'll go ahead and secure it. So you can see how it looks. Then I'll go ahead, close up. I'll just stop stitch. Make sure the band is inside. Okay, just close up the 2 sides just to have a nice finishing. Close it up like so. The same thing to this end. Put the band inside, close it up, and as well close the inside, leaving just small little space where I will turn it inside out. Okay, just go and do it. After I might have closed up the lining with the main base of the cap, I'll fold it into 2 like so. Now, because it's a very stretchy fabric, I'll just make it 10.5 inches. Okay, from this point I will sew down. I will curve it at this point, then close it up. This is how the cap will be ready before we go over to the design. Now the last part is to make a running stitch. I will not touch the band. Then for this, I'll pick this edge. Now this is where the pleat stopped. I'll just hold it like so and secure it there. Then I'll wear it to the door for you. Okay guys, you can see how it looks. You can see the back. If you want, you can still hold it here. You can still hold it, just tack it here, or you can leave it depending on how you want it. Okay. So guys, you can see the design. You can see how it is at the center. So I'll keep this cap aside. Now this is the 3 layers design. This is 20 inches, 16 inches and 12 inches. So what I'll do is to put 3 of them together. Make sure that it's at the middle. The folding, this joining should be at the middle. Okay. And I'll go ahead and tack it. I'll pick the second one. Then the third one as well. Then I'll secure it here. So I've actually joined the 3 designs together, and see, I'll as well put it aside. For the boning, I need to cut it into 3 as well. I'm using the same 12, 16 and 20. 12, 16 and 20 inches. I'll be using this design to wrap the boning. Okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll use my UHU gum. You can as well use your needle and thread and tack it. You have to make it dry by blowing breeze on it so that it can stick. It works best when it dry. Okay, we are done with 3. Now I'll fold each of them together like so. You can as well use thread and wrap on it. After which I'll put 3 of them together like so. Now, after joining, I want it to have a leaf shape. Just locate the middle at the top and fold it and see. Then go ahead and join it together. Okay, now I'm trying to cover up the joining here. Now, this is the main cap, you can see. So I'll go ahead and attach the layers to the cap. So I will use this figure 8 design to cover it before I will then attach this. Using my UHU gum, then while I'm waiting for it to dry, so guys, after making it, this is how it looks. You can see how beautiful it looks.